Right, so the Y series has been going for some time now, and that's great. During the process, we've had some ups and we've had some downs, of course, because I know all about ups and downs. But the one constant throughout it all has been one man, and that man is called Roman Reigns. And right now, when it comes to him, we're in muddier waters than ever. For some reason, WWE keeping him as the golden goose and yet not booking or treating him like he's WWE's golden goose has left us in a position or a situation that I can't fathom, and it just continues to get worse and worse. So yeah, straight up, WWE has actually killed, not literally, Roman Reigns. Why? Here's why. Our usual disclaimer before we begin, Roman Reigns is not only an awesome pro wrestler, but he does carry himself like a star. In the right environment, he can cut a really good promo too. Just go and watch some of the interviews he's done away from the ring. He has a certain attitude that could light up an arena. It's just that when he is in the ring with a microphone in hand, he's told, "Nah, Roman, you're not allowed to do that." So you're literally pulling the carpet from under his feet. Not literally, but you take my point. And you know what? All this is fine. If the company can see something within Roman Reigns that they think they can extract and it's going to help business, that's exactly what they should do. They're in charge and they have the experience that proves they know what they're doing. However, the issue here is that all the evidence is contrary to that, and yet nobody seems to give two hoots. At no point over the last few years has there even been a sniff that the approach we were doing with Roman Reigns is the correct one and was all of a sudden going to go blow up. It was a tiny moment when we thought, oh, maybe this is going to work, as he was feuding with Sheamus, but that feud happened so long ago, I can't even remember what I was doing at the time. Maybe I wasn't even alive. Maybe I was dead. Obviously wasn't dead, because if I was dead I wouldn't be here now, but that's the point. It happened such a long time ago, I don't remember anything. And yet we stuck to this relentlessly. And okay, cool. I don't see the back end of WWE. I don't see their financials. And if they've got loads of analytics that prove that Reigns is making them cash, then that's what they should do. It's a business after all, and that's what businesses do. It's like when we start talking about gaming. We start talking about gaming and I mentioned loot boxes. A lot of people throw their arms in the air and they get pissed off. But the reason we now have loot boxes in gaming is because some people and a large audience are happy to invest their cash into that. The business then gets the cash, hence why loot boxes hang around. It's the same with Roman Reigns. If Roman Reigns isn't working on TV, but he's making money in the back end, you're going to keep doing the same stuff. However, from a purely entertainment standpoint, everything that WWE has done with Roman recently has been mad. I mean, we built up a story for an entire year. We built up a story for 365 days. Brock Lesnar went on a tear. He beat everyone that came in his path, and he did so with one F5. Nobody could kick out of it. And then lo and behold, we get to the grandest stage of them all, and Reigns manages to do it. He kicks out of an F5 and he beats Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. I'm sure we would have groaned, but at least we stayed the course and got this coronation out the way. It was a long time coming, but it's done, and now we can move forward. Except we didn't do that. We didn't do that at all. Instead, a last-minute decision was made for Reigns to lose at Mania, and then another decision was made for it to happen again at the Greatest Royal Rumble. And how does the man respond to this? He's then told to come out in front of a crowd and go, well, I'm still the man, I'm still the guy, I'm still the big dog, and I still want that Universal Championship. Why? Why? You lost twice. I don't care if there was a bit of controversy at the end of the cage match in Saudi Arabia. You still lost. You lost once, you lost twice. You're the definition of someone who hasn't got the job done. And that's why every time Samoa Joe has come out and cut a promo on Roman Reigns, everyone's lit up because they're like, Samoa Joe's right. And he's got such good delivery. He's right times two. On that note too, given that Backlash is now in the books and it's all said and done, why on earth was Roman Reigns put in the main event again? We had a WWE title match on that show, but someone backstage said, we want to put the big dog in the main event. It makes me want to say why over and over again, which is quite apt given this is the Y series, but I can't do that because I'd smack myself on the head so many times, I'd actually have a concussion and fall to my floor. I'd probably die. There was just no need to do this, and all you did in the process was piss off the fans, and you know what said fans are now going to do to retaliate? They're going to boo Roman Reigns even more, which ties into the whole point of this video. You killed Roman Reigns again. Going back to what could be next and following what we just said, I definitely do not want to see Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns go at it again, and I was one of the people that actually didn't mind it at WrestleMania 34. So can you imagine, if you hated that idea, what that person's going to think? They're going to be going crazy. And don't get me wrong, this isn't Roman's fault, but creatively, it has left him dead and buried with nowhere else to go. And if you actually do have Roman usurp the beast at this point, it does nothing for Roman Reigns because he's already lost all his momentum, and it actually hurts Brock Lesnar. There is no heat for that program at all, so the change would have been absolutely nothing. If anything, we'd be going backwards, and you never want to go backwards because you trip up. You always want to move forward. You always want to progress. With all that in mind, to me, Roman's character needs a major refresh because the idea of anger has now turned to apathy, and apathy is the worst thing you can have in pro wrestling. As long as people care, most things can work out, but when it becomes a collective shrug of the shoulders, that is a slippery slope that if you fall too far down, is really hard to climb back up. You've got to have the people invested, otherwise why would you even watch? And that's where Roman is. The constant booing has become stale. Again, he's lost to Lesnar twice in a matter of a few weeks, and he's been given nothing to get any of his traction back. At this point, he'd actually benefit from going away for a while, having a well-earned break, because he has been booked into the ground. The whole situation is crazy as well because he's meant to be the face of the company. I can't remember a time that we ever went on such a roller coaster with someone like John Cena. I mean, we had some highs and we had some lows, but most of the time we had a plan and we stuck to it. We're not doing that with Roman at all. We just throw him around like he's a ball in a room. In many ways, it is all the Cena stuff that has made this issue even worse. When John was coming out and sometimes he got booed and sometimes he got cheered, but he just got a massive reaction, it was quite fun, it was quite novel, it was unique and it was original. More importantly, it worked for him, but it certainly isn't working for Roman. I think that's because we're all a bit bored of it. I know I am. In 2018, I want baby faces that get cheered. I want a babyface like Daniel Bryan or AJ Styles, and when they come out, the crowd is behind them, and that gives them a will to win, and it wills us on to cheer them because of that fact. I want to see Daniel Bryan as the champ. I want to see AJ Styles as the champ. And if someone tries to stop them, e.g. the heel, I ain't going to like that guy and I'm going to shake my fist. So yeah, I really do think this version of Roman needs a refresh. And in many ways, it's a bit like what happened to Bray Wyatt. The booking has just been poor and now he's the one to suffer. That doesn't mean he's done as a wrestler, far from it. But in this current version, yeah, there's not that many other places we can go. We held off pulling the trigger and we ignored the signs for too long. And now I'm done with it. I'm done with Roman Reigns, and I ain't even a Roman Reigns hater. I just don't want to see this long, drawn-out story continue any longer than it already has. And I don't even want to see him win the Universal Championship. I wouldn't even care. I'd just be like, all right, good. We probably should have done that a month ago. We didn't. Now what? Just give it to Braun Strowman. That's the reality. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about the Roman Reigns situation. Like, share and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com, read yourself some articles and follow What Culture on Twitter. What Culture WWE. My name is Simon from What Culture. Thanks for watching. Just go out and have a great day. The sun is shining, everybody's happy, life is great. Make sure your life is great. See you soon.
So that was our video. Thank you for watching. Please do feel free to click on anything happening around my head or something terrible might happen to this dog. Is that you too sweeting me, bro? Ugh. Disgusting. That's really bad.